guys, today we are going to be talking about the Beam eye tracker. So this is a really cool app that you can get through Steam, or you can get it through the Beam eye tracker website. It just so happens that I am now an affiliate, so I will leave a link below to where you can purchase this. It's like $30, and it's actually a really amazing little program that turns your webcam, your Android phone, or your iPhone into an eye and head tracking device. And it's super cool. And like I said, I am an affiliate. So if you do want to get this, it's only $30. Use my link below and you'll be able to purchase it through their website. And if you do, it'll help my channel because as an affiliate, I get a little bit of a percentage of each sale that I make on my channel. So it's pretty cool to see a company like this willing to work with smaller streamers and content creators like myself, allowing us the opportunity to, get in on something really cool like this that you only see larger channels get in on. So with that being said, let's just talk about this for a little bit here. So the Beam Eye Tracker turns your webcam into an eye tracker. It is the first of its kind AI-powered webcam eye tracking software for gaming. Okay, I will get through this, guys. I promise. So the Beam Eye Tracker delivers eye tracking and performance approaching high-end hardware using your existing webcam or phone plus webcam app. Now, I will say, I want to say this right off the bat because I don't want you guys to be under any misled notions. This will not work with just any old webcam. If you have a webcam that has like a wide lens, this will not work. I think it's something like you only want to go up to, I want to say 80 degrees. I will check on that for you guys and make sure that I am right about that. But anyways, so key features and benefits. First and only webcam eye tracker for gaming. More gaming immersion with eye tracking for over 200 games using the OpenTrack extension. More insights with gauge recordings to rank up faster in your favorite games. Cost-effective alternative to traditional hardware trackers. Simple setup without the need for a headset. Immediate access using your existing webcam or smartphone. Top, if not leading, head tracking solution for webcams in terms of tracking robustness. Option to offload processing to iPhones, iPads, and increase calibration robustness. Smooth gameplay with 60 plus FPS tracking for supported cameras. Customizable settings. SDK for developers to easily integrate eye tracking into their games. So those are the key takeaways from this. I mean, basically, this thing just works. Should it work? I don't know. But it just does. And it does a really good job at doing what it's supposed to do. That's really all I can say about that. So like I said, though, the only setback I would say is that you cannot use just any old webcam. Let me see here where I can find the webcams. Hold on. Okay, we recommend cameras with a regular to narrow field of view, FOV, of 50 to 80 degrees for optimal eye and head tracking performance. With wide-angle cameras ranging from 90 to 120 degrees, you might not capture enough pixels in the face region to enable good tracking performance. If your camera supports multiple angles, please start with the narrowest one. If you had to choose between a high-resolution camera at 30 FPS and lower resolution one at 60 FPS, the lower resolution at 60 FPS will provide better overall performance. You can often reduce the resolution of the camera to 720p or even 480p. The Beam Eye Tracker does not benefit from the Beam Eye Tracker does not benefit from very high resolution, and it can unnecessarily increase computational demands. Right, because this webcam for this, you want it just for the eye tracking, right? You're not going to be using this for your streams or anything like that. I would say get one that's dedicated to this application. You know what I mean? So literally, it cost me like $20 for a webcam to do this. Not bad. Android phones, they have to be on Android version 14, I believe. And they have to be plugged in to your computer with a USB-C cable. Okay, for them to work. I do believe there's an app you can get. I'm not sure what it is, but I think there is an app you can get Also on your Android phone, there's an app that you download. It's like the Beam Eye Tracker app, and then that'll be all set and ready to go. Not a problem. But with the webcam, it's super simple. The only other thing I will say, guys, is that the webcam does have to be somewhat close to your face. Your face should kind of fill the whole camera so it can track your eyes. One other thing, and I will talk about this later on in the video as well. If you wear glasses, it will work with glasses. It does not work as good with glasses. Now, maybe if you have glare resistant lenses, I do not. So yeah, with the eye tracking, with the glasses on, it doesn't work the best, but it really doesn't matter, and we'll get into that a little bit later in the video. So now that you've seen this, you've got the whole overview. Let me take you through the setup process of setting up the camera and setting up the program and setting up the other program that you need, because you do need to download OpenTrack as well, and we'll discuss that right now. Okay, guys, so I'm gonna go through a really quick setup of this. So again, like I said, what you're gonna need to do is you need to buy and install the Beam Eye Tracker, and you also need to install OpenTrack. OpenTrack is a free program that you have to use this, because basically Beam Eye Tracker turns your webcam into the eye tracking, head tracking device. OpenTrack is what you're going to use to actually communicate with the games, and this is going to allow you to actually use the program in your games. So if we go in here to our little tray here, Beam Eye Tracker, we're going to click this up. Now, when you first set this up, it'll automatically come up to the quick start guide. So it'll all do that automatically when you first install the game. But because I already have it, it's not a game. I keep calling it a game, probably because you can get it off of Steam. So yeah, so since I already did that, that's not going to pop up again. But when you guys buy this and download it at home, when you first start it up, you'll get the quick setup. It'll pop up immediately. So if we go in here, it's the same thing, quick setup. So there we go. There's my ugly mug. And if we go down here, you want to set this at um, the highest FPS and highest resolution your camera can use. So the camera I'm using, it's a 1080p at 60 frames, or it can be 2K at 50 frames. So the 60 frames is the one you want. Then you just hit next. Okay, so you choose here where you want it. Now, apparently, ideally, you want it at the top. I can't do that because of my setup, and I will explain this to you guys. So my setup is this. I have a 55-inch TV. It's not a monitor. It is a 4K television. I have it on a TV stand. I have my sim rig pushed up to the TV stand is as far as it'll go. I don't know how far I am away from the TV. It's a comfortable distance for me, but if I put the camera on top of the television, it's too far away. It doesn't capture enough of my face. It will not work. So I had to put the camera on top of my wheelbase for the my Fanatic wheelbase. So the problem with that is that anytime, like in a game, I crash or anything like that, the wheelbase vibrates and it knocks the webcam off. So it's not ideal. It will be getting fixed. I already ordered a boom arm for the cam. That'll be coming like next week. So hopefully that'll be better. So once you select this, then you're gonna hit next. And now you want to check this here. So obviously, if it tilts down, if it tilts up, if there's no tilt, I don't have a tilt. I don't believe. No, it's straight. Okay, then we're going to go next. Okay, so now, or says this. Now, this is the thing I don't understand, because in other things I've seen where it shows like two circles where your eyes are, but I don't know. That's not here. So I'm going to calibrate this actually with my glasses off. Okay, so we're going to click start. Okay, fix your eyes in the center of the dot and use the mouse to click it. So look at the center of the dot. Fix your eyes on a center dot. Click your mouse to click it. Okay. Okay, and that's all done. Beautiful. So Alt C. Alt C is for a quick calibration. If you need to recalibrate, you just press Alt and C. I don't think I can do it here. No, I can't do it here. Okay, well, I'll show you guys that. We'll do it here. So if I press Alt and C, it's not working. Maybe it's because that's up. Okay. Okay, so it doesn't matter. So now the next important thing is when you get that all done, right here, game extensions, make sure this is on. Very important. If that's not on, it's not going to communicate with the OpenTrack. Okay, so that needs to be on. And let's just bring that back up. Eye tracking overlay. Okay, we can turn this on, and as you can see, it shows you where I'm looking. It's pretty damn accurate. It's kind of dark in my room right now, but like that's the center of the screen. It's kind of drifting. But I mean, yeah, it's pretty accurate. Now, this is with my glasses off. So let me try it with my glasses on. Okay, so now my glasses are on. So now I'm looking up to the top right corner and now the top left corner. And see, with the glasses on, it's just, it doesn't pick them up because it gets the glare. So again, with the glasses off, you can see. Now, you may be thinking this is a bad thing, but honestly, the head tracking is good enough. You don't really need the eye tracking on if you wear glasses. The head tracking will do a fantastic job. If we go into the settings again, let me just see here. Oh, you know what? Also, yeah, okay. We'll take a look at that in a minute here. If we go back into the settings, see right here. Oh, it says, why does it just head and gaze? Okay. Wait a minute. Maybe I didn't even have it right. So let me put my glasses back on and we can see. Let me just do this. Okay, there we go. Yeah, with my glasses on, it's just not, it doesn't track well. All right, but you get the idea. So if we come down here and we open up this here, another thing, see that there? So now you can't see, but it's not turning right. Right now, I'm turning my head right and it's turning left. So I have to click on mirror. Okay, and let's just go like that there. And now, when I turn my head right, it turns to the right. When I turn it left, it turns it to the left, up, and down. So up and down for the driving sims, I don't need that to be that extreme. But the left and right, see that? I want it to go all the way around like that with a little bit of movement. So when I play American Truck Simulator or Euro Truck Simulator, I can get that outside view. Okay, now for this here, this is kind of crazy. Let me get that overlay off the screen. I don't even know if you guys can see that overlay as I'm doing this. I don't know if I have it on. Crap, I just thought of that. Oh, well. Well, if I didn't, just never mind that, I guess. Man, I really hope I didn't mess that up. Okay, so we're going to say stop tracking. So here with input, you want to select eyewear beam. The output free track 2.0 enhanced. And the filter, there's several filters. I don't know. I use this one here, the EMWA, because I watched a video and they said that's what they recommend. So that's the one I use. And I'm kind of using their settings. We will get into talking about this in a later episode. I'll do a video kind of talking about this. Right now, I just wanted to kind of tell you guys what I thought about the Beam eye tracker, how to set it up, and stuff like that. So press OK. Now, with just the mapping, this is something you're going to have to work with, guys. This is something you're going to have to tweak because basically, if I turn this on and I go into mapping, so this here, when I turn my head, so see when it gets to there, it's a bit of a steeper curve, and that's kind of the way I like it. So I would say um, you got to experiment with these. So there's pitch, there's yaw, there's roll, which roll you have to activate for ATS and ETS2 in the console. I personally don't care about roll with those games, so it's not that big of a deal. But basically, like if you tilt your head, that's that movement. And then we have the X, Y, and Z. And again, guys, you're just gonna have to experiment. You know, maybe you'll get into the game and all the default settings will look good for you. Um, Maybe they won't. These are good for me. If you guys want to see these, I will do another video all about the settings. As a matter of fact, you know what? Let me just do this. I'll put these up on screen now, and you can kind of screenshot this and see where the values are and kind of replicate it if you want. All right, there we go. So we're gonna click OK. So those are the settings that I use for the OpenTrack. Because again, it's not the same. Like I wish that the settings you use in the actual Beam eye tracker would just carry over to this, but this has its own settings as well. So I actually, you know, while we're talking about that, let's go back in here and talk about some of these settings. Yeah, because these are kind of important as well. Head track filtering. I have this at 80. It's to smooth and stabilize the head tracking signal. Okay, your preference. The higher the value you achieve, higher smoothness, but can increase latency. I haven't noticed a problem. Both 80 on these seem to be the sweet spot for me. Again, gaming extensions has to be enabled. Head tracking. This is kind of I feel personal to you guys. Like I said, personally with glasses, I feel just the head tracking alone is the way to go. The head and gaze. Also, there's another reason why I'm not crazy about the eye tracking. It's a totally personal thing. It has nothing to do with the program. It has nothing to do with like it not working or anything. It's just a personal preference for me that I'm just not crazy about the eye tracking. The head tracking for me is fantastic. So head tracking yaw range. This is the one that I do turn up to 65. So when you get in ATS and ETS2 and when you want to look outside, like behind you, you don't have to move your head a lot to get there. So I put it at 65 so I can still look out and I don't have to move my head a ton. And it's still a nice smooth movement. So the rest of these, you guys can copy these if you want. I'll let you just take a screenshot and you can copy them if you wish. Then we have eye tracking overlay. We have that disabled. Hide overlay for recording streaming. I have that disabled. Radius. I'm not really sure what that does. I've seen someone online set that to 13, said that that was good. So I tried it. It seems to be okay. And again, like I said, I don't really use the eye tracking as much. Mode. Oh yeah, so you can actually use this. This isn't just for gaming. You can use this for other things too. Like here, you can use this to move your cursor. You can have your cursor jump from 2 or 3 different monitors. You can just look at another monitor and the cursor will show up over there. So yeah, this has other applications besides just gaming, like the mouse jumping, presence detection. I'm not really sure what that is. And able to automatically lock your screen when you leave your device and protect your data. Okay, that's interesting. Not really sure. Privacy filters. Okay, stuff like that. Hotkeys. Okay, you know what? We do have to take a look at one more thing in here under options. Okay, shortcuts. So center. You wanna map this to something. I map this to a button on my wheel because sometimes the OpenTrack will kind of get out of sync or whatever, and then this will center it. Toggle, I think this toggles the start stop tracking off, if I'm not mistaken. That could be useful, possibly when you're streaming, if you want to start and stop it, kind of like when you want to get up or whatever, or when you want to take a look at your keyboard or chat, you can kind of shut it off so you're not having that movement on the screen. Output, all these, I don't really mess with any of these here. Yeah. Okay, so that's pretty much all there is to setting it up, guys. So now we're actually going to get into a couple games here, and I'm going to show you the head tracking, how the head tracking works. I'm going to do one where I have a little video of actually there's a face cam of me kind of looking around and stuff and enjoying it for the first time, just kind of in awe of it all. And then we're going to do another video of me kind of describing why I'm not crazy about the eye tracking for these games for me personally. All right, so let's get into that right now.